bullets. Good afternoon. This is the KTLA 5 News at 1. I'm Glenn Walker.
And I'm Leila Feinstein. Frederick Martin was killed nearly a week ago while he was cleaning his garage with his 8-year-old son.
The two suspects who opened fire on the family remain on the loose today in KTLA.
Elizabeth, thank you for that report. Protesters will once again flood the streets of downtown LA for another Million Hoodie March this afternoon. It's in memory of Trayvon Martin, the teen shot and killed by a Neighborhood Watch volunteer in Florida. As Sandra Endo reports, a special prosecutor in Florida today refused to call a grand jury to investigate the teen's death or charge the shooter. And we have a huge acquisition in the tech world. Facebook is buying the popular photo sharing service Instagram for $1 billion. Facebook.
Okay, all tanned and relaxed, just back from Jamaica. Leila Feinstein. Yeah. But I don't know when you got back, but I got to tell you, we had a beautiful Easter weekend here in Southern California.
You know, when you're flying back from the Caribbean, sometimes it is hard to adjust to the realities of life. But when you come back to Southern California and the skies are blue and it's gorgeous, it makes it a lot easier. I got to say that. And then to have Mark here, of all...
All right, coming up, a strange shooting investigation in Van Nuys.
We are live. Suspects in a deadly shooting spree in Oklahoma over the weekend faced a judge today. While authorities try to figure out a motive, new information into one of the suspects is offering a glimpse into a troubled world.
And coming up, a look back at one of TV's most celebrated journalists.
More on 60 Minutes reporter Mike Wallace coming up.
And just when you thought it was over, Lindsay Lohan could be headed back to court. More on the allegations that she says simply are not true. That's coming up in your entertainment news right here on the KTLA. The cycling community is rallying to get out the word about a dangerous driver on the road.
KTLA's looks like they were having a lot of fun out there.
I guess the rolling those eggs is not that easy because they're a little, you know, they're kind of lopsided.
Why on Monday, though?
That is a little strange.
Yeah.
Everyone's too busy with the Easter egg hunt on Sunday. And the Easter bunny is making the rounds.
And they probably
Mark Kriske, thank you. And helping out animal shelters. That's one skateboard and T-shirt at a time.
Allie McKay has more on the Hendrick Brothers mission from Mission Viejo.
Thank you, Allie, and more of your top stories are coming up next.
Christina Pascucci joining us live now from Van Nuys with more on a very strange death investigation.
Welcome back. Police believe alcohol played a part in the shooting.
KTLA's Christina Pascucci live now.
The plan included a major transportation hub in Anaheim, but now in a cost-cutting effort, Orange County's biggest city will just have to watch the train go by. KTLA's Orange County Bureau Chief Chip.
What struck me was all the cigarette smoke in those black and white videos.
Oh, it was everywhere. Yeah, and I was lucky enough when I used to intern at CBS Evening News. I met him. I worked under him for a little while, and he was just a genius.
Yeah. Knew his son, Chris, also a great journalist himself. All right, coming up, a startling new statistic about kids with autism.
Why a mother's weight and diabetic condition could determine if her unborn child develops disorders like autism. And for the latest health news, click on ktla.com/health. A woman has been arrested in New York for allegedly stalking Alec Baldwin. Hunger Games once again topped the weekend box office, even with the release of 2 big-name movies.
Still to come, an unconventional way to celebrate Easter.
See the race where adults drive. Oh, my goodness.
Clanging into each other.
That's fun.
It does look like a lot of... You know, I think we should all enter next year.
I think you guys should. Yeah, I'll pass on that one.
Okay, thanks for joining us here in the 1 o'clock hour. Welcome back.
Thank you. It is so good to be back.
And by the way, we'll both be appearing here for the rest of the week.
That's right.
I'll be back tomorrow.
We will be.
Protesters here any minute. They're marching from Pershing Square here to City Hall. They're protesting the death of Trayvon Martin. Also today, for the first time, you'll hear from the shooter himself, George Zimmerman. I'll have it all for you coming up in a live report.
LA with the latest developments on this. Leila?
Well, Cher, protesters started their march from Pershing Square at 6 o'clock tonight, and they are marching here to City Hall. Now, if you can see behind me, once these buses clear, you will notice that the roads are already closed off, and protesters are expected to round the corner and get here to City Hall any minute now. They also today announced a massive letter-writing campaign to Attorney General Eric Holder, but their main point today, making sure no one forgets Trayvon Martin. And back out here live right now, you can see the police cars ready and waiting for protesters to round that corner. They should get here to City Hall any minute. And those protesters, many of them saying they are disgusted by Zimmerman's website and his solicitation for donations. They say they won't start marching and protesting until he is behind bars. Reporting live for KTLA 5 News, I'm Leila Feinstein in downtown Los Angeles. Back to you.
Okay, and we'll continue to follow that, of course.